Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Where is the sir? Hello. Where is the sir? Who is the host? Hello, sir. शुभम को गार्गी वार्ड
Begin not begin the
सर नहीं आए क्या?
नहीं आए हैं।
क्यों भाई, कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट चीज बोलना है क्या?
वो सुबह सुबह गांजा मार लियो क्या?
इस पे नहीं आएगा ये? बच्चे तो म्यूट है ना. ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स, एम आई ऑडिबल? यस सुंदरम, एम आई ऑडिबल? इज द स्क्रीन शेयर प्रॉपरली? स्क्रीन नजर आ रही है? ओके, थैंक यू, थैंक यू. So let's continue, start the poem for today. Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. And this is what we all have to do. जिंदगी में हमको यही करना है. कर गए यार. I put up the word meanings in front of you. लिखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. To summarize this poem is all about introspection. Atma Manthan. Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. Counting 1 to 12 means introspect. Let all of us from our busy life take out some time. This 12 signifies the 12 marks on the clock. Sometime 12 marks on the clock, 12 months, could be anything. Zodiac sign, kuch bhi le sakte ho. So at least from our busy life, let us take out some time and count 1 to 12. And we will all keep still. Still is no movement, will be totally motionless, no physical movement. So the poet, what is he asking for? The poet is asking all of us to keep quiet, think mentally, think of productive activities, and no movement, that is no physical activity he wants. We will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Face of the earth, on the surface of the earth. Let a time come that on the surface of the earth, everybody keeps quiet. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. 1 second does not literally mean 1 second. That is for some time. Kuch samay will not talk in any language and will not move our arms so much. What is the meaning of arms? Arms is hands. Yes, the poetic device, if you want one more poetic device, is pun, P-U-N. Pun is when a word has two different meanings. That is pun. The meaning of arms over here is hands, and arms also means weapons, arms and ammunitions. तो ना हम अपने जबान उठ चलाएंगे, ना अपने हाथ और साथ में कोई हथियार चलाएंगे. No, here the poet is deliberately using arms for ammunitions. So don't take it as body. Yes, don't take it as. यहाँ पे कोई doubt तो नहीं? Yes. And not move our arms so much. So the poet does, because see arms are used for destructions. हथियार कब उठाता है? Destruction के लिए. So the poet does not want any destruction. So what is the poet actually advocating in this poem? He wants peace, harmony and brotherhood. उसको सुख शांति और भाईचारा चाहिए दुनिया के अंदर. It would be an exotic moment. Exotic is an unusual moment, a strange moment, a remarkable moment, a fascinating moment. Without rush, without engines. So if the human beings don't do any physical activity, कोई movement नहीं रहेगी, इंसानों के अंदर कोई हलचल नहीं रहेगी, so there will be no running around, no unnecessary rat race, कोई बिना मतलब के भगदड़ नहीं रहेगी, there will be no traffic jams, no accidents, no engines, that is no machineries. मशीन भी नहीं, तो इंसान जब चुप काम नहीं करेगा तो machines भी नहीं चलेंगे. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. This moment will be a strange moment for all of us, because we can never imagine a time when there is no running around going on. So it will be a strange moment, but it will be an enjoyable moment for all of us. Because we all will be together, brotherhood and harmony and tranquility. Tranquility is shanti, peace. So shanti prevail karegi everywhere on the surface of the earth, and it will be an enjoyable moment. We all will enjoy this harmony. Now the poet gives some nice examples. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. What your whales signify? The marine creatures. It is we human beings who destroy the nature, destroy the environment, destroy the marine creatures. So if everybody counts 1 to 12, even the fishermen will not go into the cold sea to harm whales. And the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. This is the example of self-destruction. We all are busy with our life, and even though if we are just maybe torturing ourselves, but we are goal-oriented, we keep on pursuing towards our goal, maybe not taking care of ourselves. Similarly, this man who is gathering salt from the seawater, his hands are injured. उसका काम है salt को छान के निकालना समुद्र से, and his hands have got injured. छलनी हो गए उसके हाथ, he is wounded. But he does not get time to take care of his hands. But if he also counts 1 to 12, वो भी सोचे कि चलो यार मेरे हाथ में तकलीफ है, I'll take some rest, apply some medicine or something, and then next day I'll work with double the energy. So this man gathering salt will take some time to take care of his hands. It will give him a respite to look at his injured hands, आराम करेगा थोड़ा, so that later on he can work with double the vigor and energy. And this is what I explained to you earlier also. Suppose if you are damn tired, exhausted after the day's busy hectic schedule, classes, and then घर जाके after your dinner you are loaded with homework, assignments, DPPs and so on. थक गए हो, सर दर्द हो रहा है, fatigue, tired, but no doubt goal है homework करना है. But even if you try to do it, शायद you will not be able to do that properly. शायद कुछ समझ ही नहीं आएगा. Maybe the easy problem also might look to be a bit difficult because you are exhausted. But if you count 1 to 12, that is, take some time, take rest, relax, कुछ देर आराम कर लो, and this small phase of silence, that is a small time of counting 1 to 12, will again re-energize you, and after that break of rest, when you work, you will be able to do that work with double the energy and understanding. Poet यही बोलना चाह रहा है. So look, we'll get time to look at our hurt hands. That is, there'll be no self-torture. And very rightly now the poet tells that every one of us is engaged into some sort of the war or others. And war is not the solution to anything. War will not achieve anything except destruction. Those who prepare green wars is the war against the environment, the war against the nature, deforestation. Development is important. तो उसके लिए जरूरी नहीं कि सारे जंगल काट लिए जाए. Just try to assume that if all the trees are cut, if all the forests are concretized, what will be the outcome? क्या होगा? Global warming? नुकसान किसको होगा? लास्ट में हमको ही होगा, and so on. This is what the poet is trying to tell us. So those who prepare green wars with gases, poisonous gases, pollution, nitrous oxide, and so on. Wars with firearms, तोप के गोले, guns, nuclear war, threat of hydrogen bomb, and so on. Wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors. So yes, if war is there, victory will be there, but no survivor will be left to celebrate the victory. And I had explained to you in the earlier class also, I had given an example of the terrorist. The terrorist activities take place across the border, fighting for Kashmir. Yes, do you think that the terrorists will get time to celebrate the victory if they are victorious? शायद वे जिंदा ना बचे, उनके घर वाले भी शायद जिंदा ना बचे उस जीत की खुशी मनाने के लिए. So they may not be alive. So कश्मीर एक स्वर्ग है, इसे हेवन ऑन अर्थ, स्वर्ग रहने दो, बिना मतलब लड़के स्वर्गवासी बनके कोई मतलब नहीं है. This is what everybody should realize, that war is not a solution to anything. So if there is no war, that is everyone counts 1 to 12, would put on clean clothes. Clean clothes means a peaceful mind, शांत मन से चलेंगे, and walk about with their brothers. When war is there, the opponent is an enemy, but when war is not there, सामने वाला भी भाई है. So brotherhood, fraternity will prevail everywhere, and walk about with their brothers in a shade. Shade is again a peaceful mind. What is the work of a shade? To give us respite, to protect us, शांति प्रदान करता है. So जब लड़ाई होती है, दिमाग में बदले लेने की भावना रहती है, but जब लड़ाई नहीं होगी, your mind will be at peace. And in very simple words to understand, suppose today you had a verbal argument with one of your friends, और तुम्हारे दोस्त ने कुछ बोल दिया, तुम भी गुस्से में रात भर सोचोगे कि उसकी बैंड कैसे बजाऊं, उसकी ऐसे की तैसे कैसे करूं, नींद खराब, तबीयत खराब, सब कुछ. But suppose if you introspect, count 1 to 12 and realize, चल ठीक है यार, it could be your fault also. चलो even though if it is your friend's fault, यही सोच लोगे, दोस्त है यार, ठीक है गलती कर दी, बोल दिया तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है, मैं उसको समझा देता हूं या मैं सॉरी बोल देता हूं, क्या फर्क पड़ जाता है. Peaceful mind, मन शांत रहेगा. You walk in a shade like brothers, doing nothing. Doing nothing means no physical destruction. So if all the warmongers, they realize that war is not the solution, then the world will be a very peaceful place. Brotherhood, bhaichara, peace and harmony will prevail everywhere amongst the mankind. And this is what the poet wants. So there are different wars mentioned in this poem. First is green wars, war with gas, war with fire, one more war with oneself. हम भी तो अपने आप से जंग लड़ रहे हैं. And yes, we are target oriented, but if we also take time, self torture मत करो, सोच समझ के करो, then there will be no destruction anywhere. So till now the poet is telling us, do nothing, don't move your hands, don't move your arms, and don't talk. Now he tells the seriousness. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. So poet is that when I'm telling you not to do anything, this should not be confused with total inactivity. पोएट ये नहीं बोलता कि आप पूरी तरह से इनएक्टिव बन जाओ. व्हाट इज द पोएट प्रोपोगेटिंग? पोएट क्या बोलना चाह रहा है? बाय नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग, नो फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज, ओनली द मेंटल एक्टिविटी, नो डिस्ट्रक्टिव एक्टिविटीज. कीपिंग क्वाइट डज नॉट मीन कि दोस्त ने कुछ बोल दिया है तो सोचो कि मैं उसके बैंड कैसे बजाऊं. ये नहीं सोचना है. मुझे दूरी आ गई है, दूरियां कैसे समाप्त करो, कैसे दोस्ती बनी रहे. दिस इज व्हाट यू शुड थिंक. Think of the productive and the constructive activities rather than the destructive. So what I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. The life should keep on moving the way it moves. जिंदगी जीना मत रोको. जिंदगी तो जैसे चलती है चलती रहनी चाहिए. But how? After a thoughtful process. Think before you act. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. The meaning of truck यहाँ पे is association. The poet does not want to correlate this word with this silence with death. Why? Because the death is the end of everything. What is death? Death is the end of everything. The poet does not want this. Please excuse me. Actually continuous phones at birthday Mary. Thank you everyone. Chalo. Thank you. Party. Chalo. Chalte. So if we I want no truck with death. The poet does not want to correlate this silence with death. But the death is end of everything. What does the poet want? He wants productivity, not destruction. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, this we have discussed earlier, we all are goal-oriented. We have our targets in front of us and we rush to achieve that target, our goals, our ambitions. अच्छी बात है. You should dream a goal. होना चाहिए. सपने देखना जरूरी है. But it should be, the approach should be thoughtful. If you are not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, and for once could do nothing. We have become single-minded, goal-oriented, yes. Target-oriented, yes. But it should be done thoughtfully. And in the process of achieving the goal, there should be some time in which we must do nothing. What does this nothing signify? No physical activity, introspection, silence. कोई physical activity, to achieve that goal, there should be no physical activity. Take out some time and think and then go ahead to achieve your goal. And for once could do nothing. Perhaps a huge silence. Which silence? The silence of understanding, the silence of introspection might interrupt this sadness. Which sadness? The sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Whenever you give a thoughtless approach, बिना सोचे समझे कुछ करोगे, you will meet failures. ठोकर खाओगे. जब ठोकर खाओगे, you will be surrounded by sadness, disappointment, nervousness, tension. Yes, सब negative चीजों से अब घिर जाओगे. And then you understand that what is the cause of this sadness? इस दुखों का कारण क्या है? तुम्हारी नासमझी, your lack of understanding. And when we are surrounded by sadness, we try to threaten ourselves with death. मैं समझा रहा था, whenever you see it is the end of the, you just see darkness in front of you. बिना सोचे समझे करोगे काम, ठोकर खाओगे. ठोकर खाओगे, yes, दुनिया से भागने की कोशिश करोगे. Then आपको वही पंखा, अपनी गर्दन, वो झूलेलाल समझ में आएगा. That is what I mean by threatening ourselves with death. And what is the reason of this? Lack of understanding of yourselves. So we are single-minded, fine. But whatever goal we want to achieve, that should be after a thoughtful process. Think before you act. Look before you leave. बिना सोचे समझे काम करोगे तो ठोकर खाओगे. सोच समझ के करोगे, you will always achieve success. So even though when we give a thoughtful process, it may be that we may have to meet failures, हो सकता है, but try to think again count 1 to 12, then what is the reason, क्या कारण है कि मैं पिछड़ गया, what was the reason that I could not succeed. Never try to threaten yourselves with death, never become sad, try to understand कि क्या कमी थी, what was the thing which compelled me to lag behind, किस कारण मैं जबरदस्ती पिछड़ गया. तो इस दुख के समय में भी, शांति के समय, दुख के समय में भी think peacefully, think how to change that darkness into brightness, how to change that failures into success, how to change that sadness into happiness. ये हमको सोचना चाहिए. वो पोएट हमसे यही चाह रहा है to every individual. And then the last few lines, the poet gives a very nice example. He takes the symbol of nature, that is our planet Earth. Perhaps the Earth can teach us. Earth is the best teacher. Perhaps the Earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. The Earth does not have the same happy time throughout the year. The season keep on changing. So maybe spring is the best season, when the earth is the most beautiful place. Slowly the seasons change. Then later on comes autumn. After monsoons, autumn आता है. The beauty of the earth starts fading. सुंदरता कम होनी शुरू हो जाती है. पत्तियां गिरना, हरियाली कम होती है. And then comes winter. That is the silence of death. So the earth, it looks as if the earth's beauty is lost. But the earth is not sad. It is introspecting quietly. Earth के अंदर कोई हलचल नहीं मचती है. अगर हलचल मचे तो earthquake आ जाएगा. The earth is introspecting quietly in this phase of silence. So even though the earth seems to be dead, but later on, the next season is spring, when the earth is the most lively place, the most beautiful place to live on. So during this phase of silence, from winter to spring, what is the earth doing? It is introspecting and it is nurturing itself. वो सोच रहा है अपना, not only सोच रहा है, वो चुपचाप अपना काम कर रहा है कि कैसे मैं अपने बुरे दिन को अच्छे दिन में change करूं. And the next season, the earth is the most liveliest place to live. So this is what we should learn from our planet Earth. Even though you come across bad situations, but work out, think, and then analyze yourself why I faltered, क्यों मैं पिछड़ गया, and when you work out on the mistakes, you'll always be lively. I'll use one Hindi sentence to explain this. I'm making use of both the earth. एक हिंदी earth और एक English our planet Earth. Just try to understand the meaning of this stanza. अपनी planet Earth का भी अनर्थ होता है. अपनी planet Earth का भी अनर्थ होता है, बट अर्थ के अंदर कोई हलचल नहीं मचती. लेकिन चुपचाप अर्थ के अंदर कोई हलचल नहीं मचती, लेकिन अर्थ के अंदर एक हल है जो चलता है. सो अर्थ में कोई हलचल नहीं है, लेकिन एक हल है जो चलता है. व्हाट इज हल? तो खेती में काम आता है, ब्रिंग्स ब्राइटनेस. अर्थ इज ऑल्सो अ सोल्यूशन. सो अर्थ का अनर्थ हो गया है, बट अर्थ के अंदर कोई हलचल नहीं है, बट अर्थ के अंदर एक हल है जो चल रहा है. And this is what we should understand. And now I'll count up to 12. The poet tells, now I have told you what to do. अब तुम करो जो तुमको करना है, but समझदारी से. And you keep quiet, that is you introspect and I will go. So the poet, why the poet says I will go? That is, I have told all of you. Now he'll go and tell it to others also कि क्या करना है. So this is about this important poem, maybe the poem for life, Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. And these questions are enough. Yes, any doubts, anyone? हे भगवान, अरे मेरा चेहरा देखना छोड़ो. आपका चेहरा देखे बिना पढ़ाई नहीं होती. मेरा चेहरे में कुछ नहीं है, जो सामने स्लाइड है उसको देखो. मैं अपना फोटो बाद में भेज दूंगा आपको. Something important, yes, I'd like to, whether it's, read on these lines. I just summarize this poem. Yes, you can take the screenshot if you want to copy. Yes, you can copy it over here. Raj, just concentrate or focus on what is being taught to you in the class right now. Grammar आपके syllabus में नहीं है. For your kind information. Single-minded means we all have become goal-oriented, target-oriented, and we just pursue a goal, maybe without thinking. And if there is some silence, that is some introspection, some thoughtful approach given to achieve the goal, we'll never come across that sadness. हमको कभी उस दुख का सामना नहीं पड़ेगा. कौन सा दुख? The sadness of never understanding ourselves. But if you just pursue your goal single-mindedly, without any thoughtful approach, बिना सोचे समझे कुछ करोगे, yes, you will meet failures, you will become sad with life, and then you will threaten yourselves with death. But if you just give a thoughtful approach, count 1 to 12, have this phase of silence, you will never come across that sadness. Okay, Anand and Vanshika, I hope the things are clear. Okay, got it. Thank you. Yes, please take down these important lines. What does the poet want in this poem? The poet visualizes a state of comfortable inertia. I try to use the word which you'll understand. What is inertia? Yes, other students, inertia. Why? Sir, dicto, same to same answer. A body of rest or body of motion. Yes, something to do with Newton's first law. A body continues to be in a state of rest or motion until and unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Thank you. And external force. एक ही चीज अगर ना अप्रिशिएट करो कि मुझे याद है अभी तक, उसकी बात करो तो चलो. So the poet visualizes a state of comfortable inertia where he wishes for pleasant idleness. What is idle? Not doing anything. But pleasant idleness, कुछ मत करो लेकिन सुंदरता होनी चाहिए. That is introspection and relaxation, away from the rat race, भेड़ चाल, blind following, destructive activities, and futile, that is unnecessary wars. The person to realize the war is not a solution to anything. So unnecessary war and war with oneself also this includes. What he wishes profound silence in this, जैसे meditation करना. That would alleviate, what about simple meaning? Remove the sadness. This silence will remove the sadness caused by lack of understanding and the threat of self-destruction. This is what this poem is all about. Think positive. This is what those who meditate, they think positive. Maybe they focus on God or whatever. Meditation is also different ways. Yes, but they think positive. Then which is okay. There's something deeper thing is known as meditation. Introspection is also that. Meditation can be a form of introspection as well. You meditate means you're thinking, yes, how to achieve my goal. That is thing. This is what I told. Think before you act. Look before you leave. This is what is introspection. Look into yourselves. Socho. You are all become single-minded. अच्छा है, चलो ठीक है. We have some goals. But whether my approach towards the goal is right or wrong. मेरा goal जो मैंने सोचा वो सही है, चलो. But मेरा जो तरीका है, is it correct or incorrect? Whether my behavior, my attitude with my family members, with my friends, with my teachers, क्या मेरा तरीका, मेरा व्यवहार सही है या गलत है? मेरे क्यों बाकी लोगों से झगड़े होते हैं? Just try to analyze. It's not that अगर बाकी लोगों से झगड़ा होता है, that means the other people they counteract with you. Maybe it could be कुछ कमी आप में हो सकती है कि शायद आपका व्यवहार ऐसा हो which might be angering the other person. This is what a human being does not realize. And this is what the poet wants in each and every individual. ये poet हमसे चाहता है. Yes, huh? Take it down. Those who are writing it down, take it down. This is the summary of the poem in short. और भी स्लाइड देखनी है. I'll try to see. Yes. क्या हो गया? 11:30 बजे. 11:30 बजे किधर आना है? अच्छा. लंच करवा दे. We'll plan for a party. Don't worry. Done. We'll plan it nicely. Because I have other assignment also after this class. So आप लोगों के टेस्ट पेपर सबमिट करने बना के आज. I have other things to do. But I'll keep this in mind. Don't worry. बेटा अभी खाली आता है कुछ भी. डन. आ जाएगी नेक्स्ट क्लास में. मुझे रिमाइंड करा देना लेकिन क्लास के पहले. One day before the class. तो अभी सुबह सुबह कहाँ है? Search for the shop. And online students, at least I can. And online students, I can show them a picture. I given you the number. WhatsApp number I given you earlier. 98 वाला. नेक्स्ट वीक तो है. क्यों इवनिंग वालों को क्यों मिक्स करूं इसमें? और तभी बात बात में फोन आया तो मुंह से निकल गया. इट्स नॉट दैट आई एम एडवर्टाइजिंग इट. यस, I given the number 98296 18596. I given that number na earlier. 98296 18596. Okay with this? Last paragraph. So with this, now we are through with the first three literature chapters from Flamingo. That is the last lesson. Lost Spring, Deep Water. ये खत्म हो चुका है. And plus we have finished all the three poems from Flamingo. That is My Mother at 66, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, and the third poem, Keeping Quiet. The syllabus for the upcoming test on September 26th. 3 topics are there in your syllabus for the PT2. Deep Water, My Mother at 66, and An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. Keeping Quiet, I have not kept it for your PT. So I'll repeat again. Deep Water, My Mother at 66, and An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. ये टॉपिक्स अपने PT के अंदर रहेंगे. Yes, Shubham, you got the answer? Okay. So now we'll shift our attention from literature to writing section. Still have time, and I think easily we'll be able to squeeze in one short composition. मैं भी यही हूं, तुम भी यही हो. विस्तास का वो राइटिंग सेक्शन पढ़ा रहा तो कोई प्रॉब्लम है? फिर चैप्टर्स पढ़ के बोर होगा, उसके लिए शिफ्ट कर रहा हूं. इफ यू वांट आई स्टार्ट विस्तास, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? लेट मी टीच द वे आई वांट, प्लीज. है ना? कोई बोलता है ग्रामर पढ़ने से, अब ग्रामर सिलेबस में है ही नहीं. Okay, one more line was there. This you can take it. What will be the result of all this? This will bring a sense of togetherness, brotherhood, and harmony. This will bring a sense of togetherness. What is togetherness? Ekta, unity. Ekta Kapoor nahi. Yes, unity wali ekta. Yes, done all of you. अभी कहां से होगा? I can't even see. Oh, धमाका. So let us start with the, I'll send here only. वैसे भी मैं visible तो हो ही नहीं ना. हाँ तो let me sit ना. Again and again I'm coming here. Yes, we start with notice writing. है ना? Notice writing a part of your writing section, and the weightage is 3 marks in the exam out of that 40 marks. सब बताता हूं, पहले नोटिस कैसे लिखते हो वो तो समझो, तभी तो आंसर दे पाओगे. I assume that all of you have done notice in your earlier days. Yes. अगर कोई स्टूडेंट ICSE बोर्ड का होगा तो शायद that student might not be knowing. Else, notice everybody knows how to write. Why is notice written? Why is notice written? To inform about something, some event, some occasion to a respective group. To create the awareness कि ये होने वाला है. Pre-information. It is not that if any occasion finishes, then you put up a notice. Notice is the pre-information about things. Whenever you put up a notice, some points you have to keep in mind. क्या-क्या important चीज आपको ध्यान रखना. I just put up the things very quickly, then I'll explain each and everything. Yes, I'll come over here now. The points to remember in a notice. Notice, anyway, this time you'll get the things, questions in the form of MCQs. Yes, top of the box was kuch banana nahi, but you should know. Notice is put up in a box. On the top, first line inside the box, preferably block letters. You put up the name of the institution or the name of the issuing authority. Okay. Who is putting up the notice? Next line. On the left hand side in the box, you put up the date. And in the same line, we put up the word NOTICE, notice. I'll give you a solid example also. The title notice should be in block letters. Now, how to write the date? Date does not mean that always the day of writing the notice is to be put up. या आप एग्जाम के दिन एग्जाम की डेट लिखो जरूरी नहीं है. For example, suppose a notice is put up, you have to put up a notice to inform the students about the Republic Day celebration. Suppose all the students of Resonance are to be informed about the Republic Day celebration in the Resonance campus, CG Tower 1. Suppose सब बच्चों को inform करना है. So will you put up today's date? Will you inform in the month of September about the event of January? शायद organizer खुद भूल जाएगा उस तारीख को. So it would be somewhere near to the date of the event or the occasion. इस चीज को दिमाग में रखना. There are different ways of writing the date. Suppose we'll take up today's date. 21 09/2021. Then 21st September 2021. 21st September 2021. I'm just putting out different ways. Is this visible to the online students? Board नहीं दिख रहा ना, so I will have to write here. Okay. Has everybody taken down all these things first? You have taken the screenshot? Yes, I'll come to a blank slide first. I'll just try to show you how to write the. नहीं, इसको पीछे कर देता ना, यही कर देता हूँ ना. Simple. I put the ways of writing the date. Suppose I'll take today's date. Yes, it's your wish. मुझे पता है. Is this thing visible to you on the board? The date visible? Okay. चलो, जो सामने है उनको बता दो. Number dates not allowed. Please remember, next time I'll make this slide of the date also. Number dates not allowed. That is 21/09/2021. Number dates not allowed. Secondly, no abbreviated months. SEP does not mean September. You have to write the complete month. Please remember, you have to write complete month. DEC is not December. These are our shortcuts. Keep it for your rough assignments, not for your exams or the fair notices. Develop this habit. Not only for notice, but in letter writing जब आप करोगे, जहाँ जहाँ date आती है, develop this habit of writing the complete month. So DEC is not December. DEC आप बोलेंगे सर दिसंबर है, मैं बोलूंगा धोखेबाज एजुकेशन सेंटर, कुछ भी बन सकता है. You might say FEB is February, मैं बोलूंगा फालतू एजुकेशन बोर्ड. All these are our things. So no income or no abbreviated months. Write complete dates. For example, 21 September and then complete year 2021. If you want to use ST, ND, RD, use करो, कोई problem नहीं है. So you can also write 21st September 2021 and so on. This is the way you have to actually write the. I'm just repeating for those who are not able to see. Number dates not allowed. Don't put the dates like 21/09/2021. Don't put up months abbreviated. That is for September. Don't put up 21 SEP and 2021. Put up the complete date. 21 September की पूरी spelling and then the year followed by the year. This is the way you have to write the date. Clear all of you? Yes, next time I'll put up the slides for the dates. Yes, students online. Don't put up to the power of ST. मैं अपनी slide बना के आऊँगा next time. Avoid this. Put it this way. Go for this one. Don't put up with the power. Maybe marks may not be deducted, but avoid karo usko. Yes. Next time in the next writing section, I'll put up the slide for how to write the date and the time. Yes. Online students, nothing to worry. Yes. The other points. The date of the issuing the notice. This I told you earlier. The title notice preferred in block. Yes, Vanshika, the way you written the date is okay, perfect. Or you can also, I can't even type also यहाँ पे, कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा मुझे. or you can also put up the date. So everyone here, na? You can also put up the date, this one. Yes, Jay, you can also put up ST. This is the way you can write the dates. Okay, all of you. So then the title notice in block letters has to be put up. Next. Give an appropriate heading or title to the notice, the reason why the notice has to be put up, whether it is related to a tour that the school is organizing, or whether it is related to some extra classes for the students or so on. That has to be specified in the next line. Something important, clearly mention the target group. It is for whom the notice is to be displayed. किसके लिए notice है? Those, that thing is to be informed. All the students of class 12th are informed. That is, the target group should be specified. कि किसके लिए ये notice है. The purpose of the notice, the reason, क्या कारण से notice आपने लगाई है. Yes. The reason why the notice has to be put up. Yes, Sundaram, preferably the heading also should be in block letter. It's not compulsory at all. Okay, Sundaram? Okay. Mention all the relevant details. That is, give the answer to the WH questions. What, when, where. क्या occasion है? What is the event or the function? When it is, where it is. The notice should be put up in such a way that the answer to most of the questions are put up for the readers. Date, venue, time, program, etc. For example, just try to understand. If I am planning some extra classes, मैं प्लान नहीं कर रहा हूं, सोचो अगर मैं कोई एक्स्ट्रा क्लास या कोई नया बैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है इंग्लिश का, assume. So if the notice is put up that all the students are informed that a new batch of English will commence. For details, contact the undersigned. Notice khatam ho gayi. Now you being a student, what are the things that will come into your mind? Sir, from when, where, timings, maybe fees and so on. Such queries will be there. So अगर मैं ऐसे incomplete notice लगाता हूं, so most of the students will keep on asking those or coming out with those doubts. मैं अपना काम आसान कर सकता हूं. I put all the details on the board itself. So all the students of class 12th are informed that a new batch of English will start as follows. Date लिख दूंगा, maybe 1st November to 15th November. Timing 9:30 AM to 11:15 AM. Venue CG Tower या room number. So most of the answers which are there in the minds of the students will be answered. Most of the questions का answer students will get. So just write, whenever you write a notice, no doubt in exam this time you don't have to write a notice, you'll get questions based on it. But अगर आप लिखने भी जब वैसे लिखते हो, try to see, always think of the notice in dual perspective. First in the, as per the reader, कि क्या questions उसके mind में आ सकते हैं. And then also write the notice in the way that what complete details are there from your side. इस चीज को ध्यान रखना है. Next, after the matter is over, the writer's signature. Actually, the signature not done, the writer's name and designation are given at the bottom left of the notice. So after notice is over, we can put up a phrase, for details, contact the undersigned. You can leave a line and then you can write the name, or you have to write the name of the person who is putting up the notice, followed by the designation. So designation of the person writing the notice हमेशा last में आएगा. This is something about notice writing. I hope the things are clear till now. Any doubts, anyone? Yes? Students online or offline, any doubts? राइट हैंड साइड में होता ही नहीं, इसके लिए नहीं लिखा है. आई एम जस्ट पुटिंग अप द थिंग्स विच Deep, I have told you the syllabus. What is the syllabus for the test? Deep water, my mother is 66, and the second poem, and elementary school classroom in a slum. That is all. And then very important thing, the word limit should be around 50 words. It's a part of your short composition. 50 words uski word limit. Now don't ask me, sir, do they count is MR, A and the, koi word to word count nahi karta hai. Adhere means take care. Mistake nahi, take care. Or focus, concentrate. Shubh, any problem in this way? All the things are clear? I'll give you a short example. The date of writing the notice. इवेंट की डेट तो अंदर आएगी ना. ऊपर डेट वो लिखोगे जिस दिन आप नोटिस बोर्ड पे लगा रहे हो. 2 dates will be there minimum. One is the date of putting the notice. The other will be the date of the occasion or the event. वो अंदर आएगा. I am showing you that. Yes. So now a small example in front of you. Yes, Shubham, you can go for it. And notice should always be simple and formal. Notice me one thing, please remember all of you. Don't try to use the first person. That is I. Notice should be written in the third person. Even though suppose मैं notice लगा रहा हूं, you should never maintain that I inform all the students. Stay away from the first person. It is written in the passive voice. All the students are informed that. Don't use the word like contact me. Use contact the undersigned. So notice should be written in the third person. Keep this thing in your mind. Such type of questions you can expect in your exams, MCQ form. Stay away from we also. And last, notice is put up in a box. This thing you have to keep in mind. So these are the few points to remember. Exam में the names are given, you have to write the name of the person or the name given in the exam. Stay away from your name, Shubham. If in exam the name is given, the designation is given, आपको वही नाम लिखना है. Sundaram, you can, but yes, you can. Ours is fine, but stay away. Use the passive voice. Rather than saying, I inform all of you are informed that. Clear? Now a solid example in front of you. I hope that slide is visible to online students. Color ज़्यादा ही हो गया गंदा. Is it okay? Is it clear, visible? Okay, great. This is the way the layout of the notice should be. On the top, preferably block letters. I'm again using the word preferably. Put up the name of the issuing authority. The place will be given in the question. You have to write the place. Below that, the next line, you'll put up the date of writing the notice. 21st September, complete. Don't put up SCPT or SCP. And I've just put up 20 cross cross. The reason 20 cross cross? Suppose you are confused कि कौन सा year लिखना है, 2021 या 22 या 20. Just try to understand क्या बोलना चाह रहा हूँ. Suppose today is 21st September 2021. A notice has to be put up something related to Teachers' Day. समझ में आ गया? So the notice will be, the date of the function will be 5th September. So can you write today's date, 21st September, to put up a notice for 5th September? It's not that you'll go in the time machine and travel. फिर आप कंफ्यूज हो गए कि 5th सितंबर तो निकल गई है, कौन सा ईयर लिखूं, 2020 या 2020 या 2021. Maybe when you get confused, don't let confusion take control on you. Make things simple and you can put up cross cross. Very simple. Equally allowed in exams. Okay, and everyone, date. In the same line, put up the word notice. Next line, put up the reason why the notice has been put up. यहाँ पे line नहीं छोड़ी है. Whatever writing section is there, it should always be visually attractive. नजर आना चाहिए अच्छे से. And this is there in the module also. The same box example is there in the module also. After this, you can leave a line. It will look attractive. And then what, when, where, for whom it is, जो भी है, the details will follow. So extra classes for students of class 12 who have secured less than 65% marks in the half yearly examination will be organized as per the following details. Now you can differentiate the date, time, venue the way I have put up. इस तरीके से आप उसको कर सकते हो. It looks visually attractive also. Maybe earlier days you are taught to write in a complete paragraph. The extra classes will be from 29th September to 6th October. The timing of the class will be so and so, and the class, the venue will be the respective classroom. I don't say that it is an incorrect way. वो तरीका भी सही है. This looks attractive. बाकी choice is yours. दोनों सही है. Differentiate. Date, be specific enough. Underline मत करो तो better है. तो उसमें क्या हो गया? तो क्या हो गया? Date, time will be in AM or PM only. No o'clock format. Don't say timing 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, in the evening. Incorrect way. Don't write the time in 24-hour format. जैसे दोपहर को 2 बजे, तो don't say timing 1400 hours to 1600 hours. Don't put up the 24-hour format. The time will be AM or PM. Then put up the venue. Some additional information if you feel like adding. Duration of the class में addition डाल दिया. Duration of the class will be 45 minutes. Now, most of the things are given. After that, if the student has any doubt, I've just added the last line. For further details, contact the undersigned. Which undersigned? Don't use the word for details, contact me. Suppose I put up this notice, for example. Don't write for details, contact me. For details, contact the undersigned, जो sign कर चुका है. Leave a line and then put up the name, and then below it will be the designation of the person who has put up this notice. This is the way how a notice should be reflected. Shubham, there is no rule to underline things. If you want, you can underline. I have told मैं ये चीज पहले ही बोला कि there is no rule whether you have to underline or whether you have to leave a line. It should look visually attractive. इतनी भी line मत बनाओ that it looks complicated. है ना? Line कंट्रोल में रखना, ज्यादा लाइन मत मारना. Okay? It should be limit. So this is something about or the layout of how a notice should look. समझ में आ गया? Everyone? Great. Any other questions where notice is concerned? I show you a couple of solved example also. ये तो layout में बनाया that how a question is there and how the notice should be written. No doubt you will get the things in MCQ form. But I'm just teaching कि जब आगे अगर जरूरत पड़ेगी तो how you have to write the notice. You should know the things. So designation, name, that is a signature, issuing authority, the word notice, all should be there. Yes, preferably always the notice, the word NOTICE should be in the line where date is written. Preferably I am using, not compulsory. अगर आ सकता है, if you have made a systematic box, you can easily put the word notice along with the same line of the date. Okay, Mr. Babu Rao, got the answer? समझ में आ गया? हो सके तो उसी में ही करो, ज्यादा बेटर है. Still have time? A couple of ये क्या अल्ट्रा a couple of solved example. So you are senorita, है ना? Secretary, School Creative Society of Somani Public School, Jhansi. Write a notice for the 9th All India Poster Making Competition to be held in the school on the Children's Day. When is Children's Day celebrated? 14th February. तो 14th February को क्या होता है? Okay. Black Day. Okay, Sundaram. ये क्या आ रहा है यार? So, first thing, the date on which the event is taking place. Notice उसके कुछ दिन पहले की आएगी. Yes. So, if you have taken on the solution, Asmet, if you there is no rule as leaving a line anywhere. आपको जहां छोड़ना है इस पर, our writing the notice should look visually attractive. I show you a few solutions. आपको अपने आप समझ में आ जाएगा कि कहां छोड़नी चाहिए, कहां आनी चाहिए. Yes, you can get the fill-ups of notices in exam. The solution to this. See the way the solution is put up. Bhavik, when I do letter writing, I'll explain you the other things. Let me focus on notice writing first. तो फर्स्ट द इश्यूइंग अथॉरिटी नोटिस सेम लाइन हो सके तो डेट लिखो द रीजन द टाइटल व्हाई द नोटिस इज पुट अप डोंट लीव लाइन इन बिटवीन अगेन आई रिपीट लीविंग अ लाइन और नॉट लीविंग अ लाइन इज नो रूल एज सच आप खुद अपनी राइटिंग से प्रैक्टिस करके कभी जरूरत पर देख सकते हो व्हाट लुक्स अट्रैक्टिव आफ्टर दिस you can leave a line or advise leave a line and then write this matter, this part. So what, when, where, for whom. So students are invited to the 9th All India poster making competition to be held as per the following details. Date, Children's Day था 14 November. venue, timing. I added one more thing because always the question I told you, think in the mind or perspective of the students. बच्चों के दिमाग में आएगा ड्राइंग कंपटीशन है तो टॉपिक क्या रहेगी, कलर कौन सा यूज करना है, पेंसिल कलर है, स्केच पेन है, क्रेयॉन्स है कि एशियन पेंट से हमको पेंट करना है. सो ट्राई टू पुट अप द आंसर्स टू वन और टू क्वेश्चंस, नॉट ऑल, एक आध दो चीज. टॉपिक दे दिया एंड आई जस्ट पुट अप स्ट्रेट वे ड्राइंग मटेरियल विल बी प्रोवाइडेड बाय द स्कूल. And then for details contact, in this I put up the art teacher. After this, leave a line. Then put up the person, senorita. Then हमेशा senorita नहीं लिखना है. नाम अच्छा है, everybody likes this name. But it's not that always the name what you like should be put up. Yes, put up the name of the person, and then the designation. This was given in the question. Senorita was the secretary of the Creative Society. So this is the way the things have to be written. This notice is not put up in the on Rezo sir. I just say to you that by today or tomorrow, the topic of notice also is uploaded on Rezo sir for the quick reference of the students. So it's all for today. Next time, in the next class, I'll try to show you some more examples of notice, and I'll take up one more writing section, that is letter to the editor, which is also a part of the syllabus for term 1. Thank you all.